Hey my loves, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So this is going to be a general collective love reading. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it's okay. So what I'm being shown here is some of you guys could be dealing with someone that you are not with right now. Perhaps they were going through something and you guys had to separate. It could have been because of unfortunate situations, hardships, but it seems like this person really wants to end up being with you because it in this card here, the reading is kind of going to be like all over the place because I'm going to be jumping around. That's just how I feel like doing this reading. Because here it says you will end up being together, and this is actually the very first card that came through. So I was like, that's interesting. By the way, this is my Petals of Love Oracle deck. You can find it in my Etsy shop. And so I thought, okay, so if this is the message that's coming through first, it could be that you and this person will eventually end up being together and growing old together, or getting back together and living together and just starting your life. I'm hearing resuming your life together. Okay. And next to that, we had the this bond cannot be broken. So no matter how many things you guys go through personally with each other, it feels like even if other people came between this connection, the bond and the strings that you guys have connected to one another cannot be broken. Okay. Yeah, it may go through twists and turns, kind of like the red string of fate. You might go through like karmic cycles with each other. You might even, see other people, but you guys always come back to one another. So I think that's what this reading is about, is like, no matter what, like you guys are going to end up being together at the end of it all. It is showing that something soon will be celebrated connected to this person. So it could be there's some type of reconciliation coming in for the both of you pretty soon. Or it could be like a 6 months to a year, the 2 to 3 year cycle of being apart is coming to a close. And that's when you guys come and, resume your guys' connection. I do feel that in the meantime, you did a lot of healing. You put a lot of work into yourself. You try not to stress yourself out with this, person. You guys stayed in contact though, but I think everything was probably just virtual in the meantime. And this person's letting you know, it says you're going to love how much work I put into myself. So maybe perhaps like when you guys were together, they were unawakened. They were very much like all about the 3D matrix, very close-minded, very karmic energy. Lots of arguments and fights. They were always angry, upset, miserable sometimes, and they just had a lot of issues, and that caused you guys to fight a lot. It triggered you, and then, your reaction to all that. So you guys became each other's problem at the time, but there was a lot of love there. There was a lot of potential. You guys saw the potential in one another, and there was deep love for real. But it feels like the divine had to separate you guys in order for you guys to grow. No matter what, it feels like this person will always have your back and you will have his back. It says, I love you, babe. I will always have your back. It's like no matter what happens, okay? This person will come in and like, you need something, I'm there. If I can't provide it for you now, I'll let you know or find a way to provide it for you. But this person's sneaky. Not like sneaky in a way where you can't trust them, but it feels like they are very like sneaky with how they keep you around. Because here it says, I got my ways to make sure you don't go nowhere. Like, first of all, sir. So they just have this like sly and stoic way about them that they just know how to get back into your good graces, right? And so right now and in the past, they could have been under a lot of pressure and going through some hardships that caused you guys to, separate and be apart for quite some time. They could have been in a lot of financial debt. It says dealing with problems, personal issues. Even before they met you, they were probably like dealing with that. And, you know, throughout time, it probably just accumulated and got worse. And this is the type of person that does not work well under pressure. In fact, they probably like to take it out on people and everybody around them. They're just not very good at dealing with stress. And you saw that. And here it says, force creates stress, give me time. So maybe you told this person, look, if you don't get your shit together by this amount of time, it's never going to work out. But that's usually ego's timing instead of divine timing. So you learn that you cannot like pressure this person because of how they do not operate very well under that stress. So things got really rough between you guys, and your guys' love was on the edge because of it. And I feel like right now, they could be dealing with karmic influences, mirroring karmic energy, affecting his decisions, probably getting himself into even more stress, you know. But that's a hardship and lesson that he has to learn and get out of on his own, so that he can see that it had nothing to do with you and it had a lot to do with him. No matter who he's with, these problems will follow him if he doesn't take care of them head on. So this is a major lesson for this person, whether it's male or female. Okay, roles can be reversed. It's not gender specific. Just apply it to your situation. So it feels like this person's dealing with a lot of, you know, karmic influences around them, whether it's people they work with, a close friend, a overbearing, emotional, narcissistic mother or father, or, you know, toxic sisters or anything like that. Like, it can really influence this person to make bad decisions and not think for themselves, because this person has a hard time thinking for themselves, and they could look to other people and their opinions to make choices, and that's what got them into big fucking cahoots. So in the meantime, you were growing, you were doing your thing, you have your little glow up going on or about to. You put in the work and you're feeling high vibe now, that you are not trying to really stress yourself out about the situation. And they see that. They are actually very impressed with, you know, it feels like they've been watching you and how you move in your singleness and how you move like in your time of separation. So here it says they're giving in, they're feeling out their emotions, and they're in deep thought about you. And maybe you can feel that. Maybe you can feel their energy, their presence. You can, you know, there's some days where you feel disconnected and you're all about just focusing on you. And then there's other days where you get in your feelings and you're upset and you're like, I can't believe this is my life now. And you had to learn how to adapt a lot. Okay. I'm picking up a lot of strong fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And I'm also picking up a little bit of Pisces and, a little bit of Taurus. So those could be some of your guys' signs. All right. We also have my apologies. It says you didn't deserve that. And whatever they said or did in the past during that time of them being in karmic energy, it's like hitting them now. It's kind of like the blindfolds are coming off and they're seeing things for what it truly is. They're taking a look at themselves now and saying, you know what, I owe a lot of these fuck ups to myself because of what I allowed and put myself through and yourself through. This person still loves you. They still like care about you. No matter how much time passes, they still feel the same. Like I said, they will always have your back, and you guys are going to end up being together anyways. This person wants to come in soon. Maybe that's why the celebration card is here. It says, let's fix things, talk it out, spend more time, and put in the effort. And we also have new chapter. It says this time it's different. The page turns. And the reason why things will be different is because they put a lot of work in themselves. And that's why that's why it says you're going to love how much, you know, how much effort and work that they put into themselves. Oh my God, I'm stuttering. So maybe they're very nervous too, but they're also excited for you to see this new version of them because they feel like they've been reinvented on some type of level. So yeah, so that is what's coming through. This person can't wait to see you. And I feel like this time it's going to work out and be different. And you guys are going to last for a very, very long time. So that's what's coming through. I hope you guys enjoy. Oh, and the last deck we use is the one I created called Flames of Love.